Yeah, yes, today we are going to talk about overcoming procrastination, and I'll start by explaining what I understand by that. Um, According to me, procrastination is the way we usually want to postpone things, or we want to overthink about something, anything that we have to do, any plan that we have to accomplish. We always have this tendency to always push it for later or overthink over it instead of just going straight to actually acting upon it when the time presents itself to us. So most times you have many things to do, yes, but instead of actually deciding and planning and prioritizing every task, giving it, allocating a specific time for it, for you to actually reach and complete it and be able to tick it by the end of the day. Sometimes we find ourselves putting it for later because maybe we think it's not urgent, or maybe we think we still have more time, we can always do it even later, or we just don't give it that first priority, or we just want to really just take our time before we can act on whatever it is that we are trying to act upon. And especially at workplace, sometimes we have tasks or responsibilities assigned to us, and we will find ourselves, yes, we have a lot to do, yes, we have a lot of duties to accomplish or to act upon, and sometimes you'll be pushing that one thing to later because probably you think, I think I can start working on something, yes, which is good to prioritize, but sometimes we really push things a bit too much to the point that we actually reach the last minute, and now we are working with a lot of pressure because we really postpone something for a long time, to a point that now we are faced with a lot of pressure because now we have to deliver on it, we have to act on it very fast. And this unfortunately does not really help, because most times we'll do it in a hurry, without giving it enough time, without giving it enough thought, and really work as expected of us. So I think for me, what I can say is how to try to overcome procrastination is to always taking an opportunity whenever it presents itself. If it is a task that you think you can off your list, why not just doing that? I think for me, I've been trying to do that recently, because I believe that when you do this, actually it kind of gives you some sort of peace, it gives you some sort of relaxation, because at least you are able to tick that particular task out off your list, and I'm done with this for now, I can focus on other things as well. But every time that I put something for later, when I could just do it very fast and be done with it, I move around with this stress, sort of stress, because I am constantly thinking about, I've not done this, or many other responsibility or tasks keep accumulating, and now I am just adding on the list. I'm adding on the list of the things that I'm supposed to do, because I keep pushing tasks and some actions for later. So what I try to do is to just work on whatever it is I can do right now. It may be small, actually, for me to just work on it very fast and be done with it and just tick it off the list, and then move to the next activity, or the next responsibility that I have to do. So that is what I had to introduce the topic on how to overcome procrastination. And I will invite anyone else who has something to add on that topic today. Thank you and welcome.
Hey everyone, thank you, Alex, for what you were saying, that you talked about the disadvantages of procrastination. But I do agree with you that when you procrastinate, at the end of the day, when you are close to deadlines, you are here with lots of tasks that you didn't know. I don't know. It's because lack of motivation, or I don't know, lack of focus, and it happens to me as well. I think what we can do is that try to somehow boost our motivation, I think, or try some ways to improve our focus. I think that's really important. For me, I think I have a problem focusing, that I procrastinate the tasks, and or sometimes I try to focus on different things in one time, and that leads me to procrastinate the task that I'm doing and do nothing instead, actually. And one other thing I think we can do is that to break your big task to some small tasks and try to do them. And when you are close to your deadline, so you have done little things, and you are near to have done the task. And or sometimes we can kind of actually have some bonuses for us, try to give yourself a bonus. For example, if I do this, if do I don't know this to-do list for today, I don't know, I will buy something for myself, or I don't know, I watch a movie that I like, or something like that. I think that would actually help you to commit to your to-do list and do that, and don't procrastinate, and prioritizing tasks, and also helps that you prioritize based on the importance and urgency of the matter, the task. And yeah, as I was saying, I think celebrating a small celebrating a small achievement, like I was say, giving yourself a bonus, is really helpful, I think. Yeah, that's my take.
Oh, thank you so much, Sepide, for that. I know the importance of actually breaking tasks into small tasks that you can act upon separately and very fast, and especially celebrating your small wins, because most times we think that only when you have done this big thing, only then can you celebrate yourself. But the small achievements, that however little they may seem, the importance of celebrating that can be actually motivating for you to keep working on more small ones until you reach your ultimate goal. So thank you for that contribution.
Okay.
I think Noah also has something for us. Yes, thank you, Noah.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Overcoming procrastination, it's somehow difficult, yeah. But you need to implement some strategies in which you can be able to overcome it. It's not an easy task, like as if like you just wake up one morning and then at the end of the day everything goes well. No, it doesn't happen that way. It's quite tricky, and it's very important for you to be able to overcome it. So for me, I can say procrastination, one of the strategies in which one can be able to overcome it is for you to set. One of the things is that you need to set clear goals. If you want to overcome it, you need to set clear goals. If you have a clear goals, then these clear goals, I believe, if you break them into smaller tasks or deadlines, you'll be able to do something about it. So it's very, very important for you if you want to overcome procrastination. First thing first is by you setting clear goals. Another thing again, okay, if you don't, you need to understand why you are procrastinating. Most of us, we tend to be perfectionists. We want to believe that everything should be perfect before we start. That's the problem that we are having. Because if you think that, oh, before I should start anything, then it means I should be 100% correct. And things don't go that way. Things don't work like that, because you need to fail at certain things. But if you fail at certain tasks, you'll be able to learn and come up with new ideas, a new way to do it. So you see, it's very, very important. So you don't need to be a perfectionist for you to do anything, but you also need to understand why you are procrastinating. Another thing again, most of all, it's about the motivation. Maybe you might lack motivation. So there comes procrastination. So you see, but for you to overcome it, understand the reason why you are procrastinating. So you see, you need to understand it first. If it's lack of motivation, then get to work, do something about it. If you act as if you need to know the task 100%, then you will not be able. So you need to work, even if you know that you are less satisfied that, oh, I cannot do this task, then work on it, you know. And then another thing again is for you to overcome procrastination is about you planning. You know, proper planning prevents poor performance. It's about you planning yourself around the task. You need to prioritize certain tasks. You know, oh, this, I need to do this, I need to do this. You procrastinate it. I mean, sorry, you plan around it and you prioritize so that this is what I want to do. This is what I want to accomplish. Set deadline on it. Another thing again, is about you creating a schedule about these things. If you know that, oh, I need to do this and this, your to-do list. Yeah, although, yeah, it's fine for you to have a to-do list, because I believe if you have a to-do list, it will enable you to know what are some of the tasks that you need to accomplish or you need to do. So you need to create a to-do list. So for me, these are my own take on this topic. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Noah, for that. Prioritization, I think, is such a very big thing for us here, even at Moracle and in everything that we do in our lives, yeah. Because I think that gives you just a direction, really, in everything that you're doing. It gives you sort of a way to follow when you know what is required and when and where to focus and where to put your energy at a particular time during the day or during the week, what to act upon now and what to put aside maybe, and especially making sure that you actually work on all these things that you have on your list of priorities. So that is just an important thing, an important contribution again today on our topic about overcoming procrastination. So thank you so much, Noah, for that. I will invite anyone else who would like to contribute to this discussion. Good morning, Mariama.
Yeah, just to add on to what everyone has said, I think you all have hit the nail on the head, if that's how you say it. But just to add on, I think when it comes to procrastination, we all sometimes find ourselves procrastinating, and sometimes, you know, it's not so bad. It just it becomes bad when you do it too often and find every reason to procrastinate. Sometimes maybe, I don't know, maybe someone mentioned it. Maybe you just need a break from whatever you're doing. And if that's the case, just take a break from whatever you're doing. Take a break and then go back to it, because you'll find yourself just sitting there, pretending like you're actually doing work when you're not, when you're just half of the time just staring at the screen. But if you feel like you need some break, like nothing is going in, you're not doing anything, just take a break, maybe take 2 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, and then come back to it, or however much break that you need. And just really understanding yourself, how best you work, what motivates you, and what sort of things distract you. So you know what to avoid and what to do to help you, to motivate you to do the work that you're supposed to do. And yeah, that's it really. And just be realistic with yourself as well. Don't just have like a to-do list and just have a bunch of things on there that it's not realistic for you to achieve. Just set yourself realistic goals, things that you can definitely achieve that day, you can complete that day. And yeah, it's good to push yourself, but make sure when you're doing your to-do list, you're not just adding in hundreds of things, because sometimes that might demotivate you to actually complete the things you're supposed to. Because if you look at the list and then it's so long, you're thinking, okay, I don't even know where to start. Whereas if you have like a short priority list, you are more likely to be like, okay, I've got two or three things that I'm going to do today, and you're more likely. It depends how you work, but for me, this is what works for me. I'm more likely to just focus on those 2-3 things to complete that day, and then once that is done, then I move on to the next list. And yeah, but that's what I have to add on.
Thank you so much, Mariama. Thank you so much for that. I noted the point that you put across, taking a break whenever necessary, yeah, which I think is really important, because sometimes, okay, most times we just get so much busy, and we start feeling overwhelmed, because yes, we have a lot to do, we have a lot to achieve, we have a lot on our plates, and so sometimes it's normal, it's natural as human beings to feel like overwhelmed, to feel stressed and all that, and sometimes we can reach a point where we really want to just give up on things, because we feel like it's just a lot. And so I think it's really a good and good point that you have raised there, taking a point, especially after having priorities set, and taking a break becomes then important when you feel like there's just a lot going on and a lot for you to do. So thank you so much for that, Mariama. Thank you for that contribution. If anyone else has something to add, they are very, very welcome. Okay, then I guess the silence means that we are all good for today. Aminata, I think, do you have something to say today?
Yes, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I have some few things to say about how to overcome procrastination. Firstly, you have to admit that you are procrastinating, and you have to start from small and break large tasks into smaller chunks. Then, in course of study area, you have to take your environment very you have to take control of your environment, because when studying, you should not allow any distractions. And like Noah said, you have to set your goal down. And setting your goal down, you have to pick up, you have to be bold and allow that you are procrastinating. So I think that is my tip.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you for that contribution. That was a very good addition to what has been said by everyone else. And so we'll really take it into consideration and, go with that notion today as well. If there's no one else who has something to add, I think this will mark the end of our morning session today. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your contributions. Thank you for being here today for this session, and I wish you all a great day ahead.
Thank you, Alice.
Thank you, Alex.